Trains. Remember your own first model train? Whether it was a homemade affair or manufactured to scale with an elaborate layout of tracks, signals, tunnels, stations and points didn't matter. It had all the fascination of a railway, and no one ever seems to grow out of playing trains. But it's playing with trains on the grand scale at Melbourne's Flinders Street Station, one of the busiest in the world. With next door Prince's Bridge Station, Flinders Street handles almost all of Melbourne's suburban traffic. Travellers don't often see the men who work this system of safety, efficiency, speed. Hundreds of trains move to timetables, and if, as seldom happens, the timetable is thrown out, the controller gives orders to the signal boxes, where men turn his words to point and signal movements. And every one of these movements brings trains through, brings the work-going crowds of Melbourne to their city. They're making for offices, warehouses, shops, schools. Everyone thinking of the clock, of beating the bell, the time book, the Bundy. Well, practically everyone. But time is everything for the men who move the trains. 4 signal boxes control Flinders Street's tracks. There are 265 levers in the largest box in the southern hemisphere, Flinders Street A. They're making the road for the train. Black lever to set the points, blue to lock, red to set the signal.
Willie up north into 8.
Willie up north is the code for the Williamstown train through Melbourne. A bell warns the next box and, getting ready to take the train, the box returns the signal. The recorder writes in ink the time every train arrives or leaves. In electrically controlled Box D, the levers are small, easier to handle, but they do the same job. Make the roads and set the signals that mean speed and, above all, safety.
Reza away. Rosanna up into 16. D-box calling the collie shunters.
Yes, D-box.
Any sign of the 10:30, Doc?
Coming up now, sir.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Signalmen know by heart the timetables of every line, and they're ready for any change, special trains or cancellations. In Box D, the roads show on a plot on the wall, and in his soundproof room, the controller plots all the trains on a graph. He directs traffic from point to point, saving money, saving power, saving time.
I have a relief crew for the Up Eastern Goods to Powerhouse. Where does he relieve?
Hold the crew at yours. The train should arrive 11 a.m. Finish, B-box.
8 and 9 platform speaking. The 10:43 dock train has not arrived.
From the 10:43 a.m. Sandringham by the 10:45 a.m. arrival Ex Broadmeadows. Finished 8 and 9.
When the business rush is over, goods trains pass through on the freer rails. The fast diesel from Wonthaggi swings in with passengers for the city. Another goods goes down through the station to Port Melbourne, going down to collect cargo from overseas ships. The electric parcels vans move out on the suburban runs, travelling while the lines are clear so that their stops to load and unload won't delay passenger services. The goods for Maryvale carrying timber for paper pulp is moving out past A-box, where the men are getting ready for the day's next peak, the evening rush hour. In the yards, the trains are tested, ready. Flinders Street's 100,000 is on the move again. Not quite as springy in the step as they were in the morning, but still moving to time.